up out of this failure. This is not your final resting place. Don't despair and don't look at what you see, because we don't fix our eyes on what is seen. What is seen is temporary. I'm only in this ground for a minute, but I'm coming up bigger than before. I'm coming up stronger than before. I'm coming up full of faith, full of wisdom, full of lessons, full of purpose, full of love. I'm planted.
Hi guys, and welcome to our channel Kingdom Inspiration. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is where we discuss different sermons by different pastors, and we just dissect what the sermon is all about so that we are able to apply it practically in our lives. So today's sermon was by Pastor Stephen Furtick of the Elevation Church.
Yes, so guys, go ahead, click the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time when we actually upload these videos. So baby, go ahead, please share with us what you actually learned from this sermon.
Yeah, so in this sermon, Stephen Furtick is talking about the importance of knowing that in every failure, that should not be your ending place, so we need to know that you can get up from that failure. And most failures, we can call them challenges, are just there to teach us lessons. So you choose whether you want to see it as a failure or as a lesson learned. So there's a lot to learn from a lot of our painful experiences, our down moments. So you have a choice when you're in that down moment, whether you just want to cry about it and sulk and blame God and be angry at people, at God, at everyone, at everything. You get people even kicking furniture, and you're like, but what did the furniture do to you? So you can be angry at everything else, but or you can choose to learn whatever that you need to learn in that moment. It could be a valuable life lesson that you need to learn in order for you to reach the things that you've been praying for, in order to get where God has destined you to go, because you are not going to go to that place when you are not prepared. If you're not prepared and you don't have the right tools or equipment, then that place is going to break you. So we need to know that in every situation, let's look at the brighter side. Let's rather look at a half full glass instead of a half empty glass. So in every experience that we go through, the better way to look at it is on the positive side. So because then you're able to learn and then move forward with those lessons, and then those will be tools that helps you in the future experiences. But if you choose the anger, the sadness, it will just perpetuate, and you'll go deeper into that black hole. It's like if maybe you have been addicted to substance, right? If you get to a point where you're angry at yourself, you're angry at everything and everyone, right? You just go deeper and deeper. But if you take that as a learning opportunity to say, I know this is bad for me, and I am going to avoid certain situations that will land me in this addiction, so that's learning. Then you are using that bad experience as a learning point, or you are taking it as a tool that will help you in future. But there are people who just sit there, and some of them blame themselves. You have that guilt. Guilt is a negative emotion that can even cause you sickness. So we need to learn to accept and release the failures, even though we have just disappointed ourselves and nobody else. But we should be able to be kind to ourselves and forgive ourselves for all the wrong things that we might have done. So let's learn to get up from our failures. Because there is no life down there. There's really no life. If you stay there, you just continue going down. And one thing that I learned recently was that, the rock bottom has basements. So you might think that you're at the lowest of the low, but there is worse that is coming if you don't do anything to change that narrative. So you just keep going worse and worse and worse and worse. So it's better to just pick yourself up and be positive about life, and you will see the fruits of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, wow, baby, I think you shared some powerful information with regards to failure. So really, there are basement to, the bottom that you might be at this point in time. So you've got to be careful and try to come out of the bottom that you're at. And I think one way to do that is to actually trust in God.
Yes.
And also put some wins under your belt. If you can put some wins under your belt, then it allows you to see the brighter side in this life. So let's say maybe you are in sport, for example. Let's say maybe you play soccer. If you are a striker and you haven't been scoring goals for quite some time, it can really be demotivating on your side, and you might not play well. Your morale will be very low. But if you can just try to score a goal in one match, maybe even in practice, that will boost your morale, and when you perform going forward, you'll actually do better. And that's one example of coming out of the bottom that you might be at. Put some wins on your belt, and actually you will be out of the darkness. And the ultimate way, I believe, it's trusting in God, so that He can lead you throughout the darkness that you might be in through the Holy Ghost. And I think that's what I can say on this one.
Yeah, that's very important. What you're saying, we need to make God part of, or the center of everything that we go through, and prayer is one of the tools that one can use when you're at the bottom, when you don't understand what's going on. So it's important to never neglect to pray. Whatever situation that you're in, whether you landed yourself in that situation or whether that situation just happened to you, but it's causing you pain, it's causing you confusion, God is always there, and He knows. He has the big picture of who you are and where you are supposed to be going. So He is our very present help. He can reach places which your friends, your sisters, your parents can't reach, so let's use that opportunity. It's a privilege to have that relationship with God, that you can call on Him wherever you are, whenever, in the midnight hour, and He will respond. He will give you peace. He will ease that pain, so to speak. Yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to share on that one. Do you have anything to add on this one? Yes, so I hope you enjoyed this session. Please subscribe, comment, and like our channel. We'd really appreciate to hear, your thoughts on the channel. So please share also with your relatives, your friends, anyone who might need this kind of content. Would really appreciate it. So from us, the Ramarus, until next time, stay blessed. Bye.